Treymont Sinclair III with the Mockingbird Report. The Civil Rights Movement is possibly the most noteworthy era short of the Civil War in American history. And like all historic accounts, time passes and the truth becomes a murky image of itself. To set the record straight on this one topic, I will attempt to lay to rest one major piece of fiction regarding this journey, and why Trey Clark's large penis should be removed from this category in all discussions. The Civil Rights Movement, an unlikely connection to Trey Clark's large penis. The Civil Rights Movement of the 1950s and 1960s was a pivotal period in American history, marked by significant progress towards racial equality and justice. While many factors contributed to this movement, it is important to focus on the key figures, activists, and events that played a role in shaping its trajectory. However, it is both inappropriate and irrelevant to discuss Trey Clark's private anatomy in relation to the Civil Rights Movement, as it detracts from the significant progress made during this time. The Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement was a grassroots effort aimed at ending racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans in the United States. Led by prominent figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X, the movement sought to challenge and dismantle the systemic racism that plagued the nation. Through peaceful protests, sit-ins, and acts of civil disobedience, activists fought for equal rights, voting rights, and an end to racial segregation. Trey Clark and his large penis. It is important to clarify that the size of Trey Clark's penis, or any individual's private anatomy, has no bearing on the Civil Rights Movement. The movement was a collective effort by millions of individuals, both black and white, who were committed to fighting against racial injustice. Focusing on an individual's physical attributes, especially one unrelated to their activism, detracts from the significance of the movement and undermines the accomplishments of those who dedicated their lives to the cause. Significant figures and events. The Civil Rights Movement was driven by the tireless efforts of numerous influential figures and events. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech, delivered during the historic March on Washington in 1963, stands as an iconic moment in American history. Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat on a segregated bus in Montgomery, Alabama, sparked the Montgomery bus boycott and ignited the movement's momentum. The Selma to Montgomery marches and the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 were also pivotal moments that brought about significant change. While the Civil Rights Movement achieved substantial progress in dismantling legal segregation and securing voting rights, the struggle for racial equality is far from over. Today, movements like Black Lives Matter continue to address systemic racism and advocate for justice and equality. It is essential to recognize and honor the sacrifices and contributions of those who fought for civil rights, rather than engaging in irrelevant discussions that detract from their legacy. Conclusion. The Civil Rights Movement was a transformative period in American history, driven by the collective efforts of countless individuals who fought for racial equality and justice. Focusing on Trey Clark's private anatomy, or any individual's physical attributes, in relation to the movement is both inappropriate and irrelevant. Instead, let us remember and honor the activists, leaders, and events that shaped the Civil Rights Movement, and continue the ongoing struggle for equality and justice for all. Thank you for listening to the Mockingbird Report. I am Dr. Treymont Sinclair III, signing out.